Okay. All right. Well, fantastic, guys. My name is Jonathan Green, and first of all, I just want to congratulate you guys. Um, on being a part of a historic launch here with Epic, guys. We know that the best is truly yet to come. Man, people have jumped out of the gates. Ranking up through the compensation plan in record-breaking time. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you guys for just believing in yourselves. Okay, we're about to talk about some trainings, guys. From week to week on Saturdays, your Vice President of Marketing, Mr. Mark Sterling, as well as myself, Jonathan Green, your Global Master Ambassador, we're going to come to the Success Lab, okay, here with Epic University. And we know that we have Epic University from a trading standpoint where we're teaching you the fundamentals, the basics of how to go out and build the world-class organization. But guys, understand that we want to teach you the laws of duplication as well. Okay, we have a success formula we want to make sure that you're aware of. I've been blessed to be in the home-based business industry now upwards of 18 years, have made a multiple six-figure residual income across 4 different companies. And it's not by chance, guys. My first 8 years, I focused on being a student in this industry. We went out and created a whole lot of success. We've been able to duplicate that regardless of whether we're in a product-based company or a services-based industry, guys. And we're going to teach you exactly what it takes in order to go out and obtain that success as well. But understand that when we're talking about the laws of duplication, here's what that means, okay? When you have a duplicatable system, that means that you can go out and introduce a person. It doesn't matter if they're 1,000 miles away from you. Doesn't matter if they're 1,000 levels deep within your organization. It must be able to work in depth if it's duplicatable. And if you can figure out how to do this, everything you touch will turn to gold. But the beautiful thing about it is we built the Epic company, folks, as a redemption model. We wanted to make sure that we put this company together, focusing on every aspect of what network marketers want, guys, from making sure we had the proper capitalization so that not only could we open up in as many as 200 countries from and process payments, but we wanted to make sure that we had payment processors in place that we could pay out commissions in as many as 200 countries right out of the gates as well. We accomplished that. We wanted to make sure that we had proper branding and social media presence. I mean, you got to be proud of what Epic has turned into, and it really just is about what you guys have been able to accomplish here and just taking a chance on yourself as well. And so what we're about to do, we have some amazing testimonials we're going to highlight in a few moments as well. But right now we're about to go into Epic University, folks. We're going to the fundamentals. Now, I know that there are people on this line that have gone out and positioned themselves where their first day here within Epic, they're generating a 6-figure residual income. Yes, we know that, okay? But yet and still, there are so many new people that we've been able to attract. As you guys know, we've been able to attract over 54,000 people who made an investment into this program saying, I want to be a part of what is going on. And we want to make sure that they understand the fundamentals of how to build a business as well. And I want to share a quick story for you. You know, I have a dual degree in mathematics and computer science. Well, there was once a time that I couldn't stand math, couldn't stand it. As a matter of fact, I was in the 8th grade and I recall getting a D on my report card in math. And I'm so glad for one of my sisters. She's less than a year older than I am. And she came to me and she said, Jonathan, I know why you're having trouble with math. I said, why is that? She said, because somewhere along the lines, you missed some of the fundamentals of math. So I have 16 brothers and sisters. So she took me all the way to my brother who was in the 5th grade and taught me the fundamentals of 5th grade math. She caught me up, took me to the 7th grade math. My brother, who's in the 7th grade, eventually caught me up to the 8th grade math. I went on and graduated #1 in my class, guys, in high school, went to college, graduated with a dual degree in mathematics and computer science, and I taught calculus in college for 2 years. Now, what changed? What changed was I learned the fundamentals of mathematics. Well, when I joined the home-based business industry, I went out and bought the book, Network Marketing for Dummies. I went out and bought the book, Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. Why? Because it was important for me to get into this industry and learn the fundamentals of the industry, guys. And as a result, we're winning. We're winning. We've been able to create what has been quickly identified as the #1 momentum-based business in the world, guys. And so that's enough to celebrate here with Epic. If you're excited about that, can I get some epics in the chat, okay? Let me get some epics in the chat. Absolutely, yes, very, very powerful. I mean, we're gonna check on the chat as well. I know that someone says, hey, look, I have that book, gave it to my team 20 years ago. You see, guys, it's amazing when you can have access to a Jim Rohn. There are a lot of people, they don't have a clue of who Jim Rohn is, but yet they're in the home-based business industry. If it weren't for learning the fundamentals of the industry and having access to people and my indirect mentors like a Jim Rohn, guys, there's no way that I would have been successful in the home-based business industry. You know, I'm one of those individuals, I'm not concerned about how many books you read. I'm concerned about how many chapters you've mastered, okay? So that's what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the laws of duplication. We're focusing on what has been globally recognized as the 10 core commitments in the home-based business industry. And we're gonna introduce that to you guys here as well, okay? So I want to see if my partner, Mr. Sterling, are you actually on the line right now? I want to see if we have Mr. Okay, all right, well, great deal, guys. Well, here's what we're going to do, because we have some testimonials, and hopefully you have your pen and pads out, because we want you to take copious notes as well. And I know that the recording will be made available so that you guys can have access to this as well. But Epic University presents the Success Lab, which is creating the formula for you to win. And so we're going to, over the next few months, we're talking about the 10 core commitments. All right. In terms of the 10 core commitments, the #1 core commitment is getting started right. Getting started right. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what we know about the home-based business industry. We go out and find people to talk to, and then we talk to the people that we find. Let me say that again. We go find people to talk to, and then we talk to the people that we find. Now, if you're anything like I was, I had a skewed vision when it came to the network marketing industry. I was a computer engineer. You know, my parents, we grew up in a small city in Alabama called Prattville. My parents focused on education. Out of 17 children, 16 of us have a bachelor's degree, 9 of us have master's degrees, and then you have 2 doctors and 2 attorneys. So me personally, I struggled in the early years. Why? Because I felt like network marketing was for people who couldn't find good jobs. But later on, I saw people who didn't have the education, who didn't have necessarily the same credentials that I was taught. I was taught to operate under the confines of a financial thermometer, having no idea this industry would show me how I could be the financial thermostat. So we learned how to get people started right. First of all, you have to be aware. You got to find people to you got to find people to talk to, and then you got to talk to those people as well, okay? Here with Epic, we call it PS3. We pique people's interest, we show the plan, and then we do 3-way call. Why? Because all we're doing, guys, if you want to make sure that you get started properly, you got to be able to take a person from information to validation to confirmation. Once again, information to validation to confirmation. If you can create a duplicatable system, here's what Sterling and I, Mr. Mark Sterling, your VP of Marketing, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing different topics, such as getting started right, going through the details of PS3. And we're going to be putting these 5 to 7 minute trainings in Epic University so that you can make sure they're available for your new partners as you bring them aboard as well. Okay, getting started right. How do you get started right? Number one, when you introduce a person to a home-based business, you want to treat it just like a traditional business. Just imagine if you had your own shoe store. If you had a shoe store, can you imagine if you were getting ready to have a grand launch? Who would you not invite to your grand opening? You would invite everyone. You wouldn't ask them what day would be good for them. No, you would pick your day, you would extend your invitations, and then whoever comes and shows up, they're showing up. That means that you're properly launching your business. That is how you get started right, guys. Create a massive contact list. People always ask me, they simply say, well, how many people should I put on my list? I said, well, how much money do you want to make? If you're, see, successful people create the conditions for success in their minds first, and then they go and execute, okay? You create this massive contact list, right? When I launched in my prior business project, here's what I did. I went and reached out to 205 people in the first 3 days. Why is that? You see, it could have taken me 3 years to reach out to 205 people, but I believe in collapsing time frames. I knew that most people, I was just providing information. So just because I provided information, sometimes when you just provide the information, you're giving them just enough information for them to say no, but not enough information for them to say yes. So clearly, because people are busy and so forth, I knew that most people wouldn't get started right away, but those who did get started, we went ahead and launched them as well. We created a massive contact list. We called the people that we had on our list. We started from the top, and we went through every single name to reach out to them to pique their interest. And you say, well, how do we pique a person's interest? One way to pique their interest is to build vision. You know, you can always ask a person, hey, knowing what you know about Google, if you could literally go back before they made the billions and position yourself in front of that, is that something that you would capitalize, be open to capitalize on? If the person says yes, you say, well, look, I found a business project. It is projected to be as large as Google. You get people's attention. I didn't go into the detail. Why? Because I'm just the messenger. I want to pique their interest, then I want to show the plan. How do I show the plan? Go to YouTube, okay? Type in Epic Trading. Epic Trading, ladies and gentlemen, you will see all of the videos. We want you to subscribe to our Epic Trading YouTube channel. Why is that so important? Every video that our company releases, we put it there. It doesn't matter if you want a 3-minute video where you can pique people's interest, or if you want a 9-minute video that goes through the details. You pique their interest, you show them the plan, and now you can simply ask questions. Hey, look, what did you like best about what you had an opportunity to see? Okay? You ask those questions, and they're going to let you know. If you simply say, hey, Jonathan, what did you like best about what you saw? I said, wow, you know what? I love the fact that man, I could have access to master traders who are doing live sessions 5 days a week. And I love the fact that I could learn from them. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's your cue to simply say, you know what? That's exactly the reason why I wanted you to take a look at it. You see, we're just taking people from information to validation to confirmation. They saw the video. Now you want to go ahead and do that 3-way call. Why? Because if you do the 3-way call, your friends, typically, they like you and they know you, they trust you, but it doesn't mean that they respect you. See, we're going to do a whole nother training on the 3-way call process and teach you the fundamentals of 3-way calls. We're going to teach you the fundamentals of edification, of PS3, all of that, guys. But we just wanted to give you an idea of the 10 core commitments. The second core commitment is consistency, guys. You want to make sure that you're doing 2 exposures per day, bare minimum, Okay. Yes, I know that there are some leaders on the line. They're utilizing funnels. They're able to go and reach people in multiple countries per day. Congratulations. But for the individuals who don't use attraction marketing, for the individuals who are brand new to the network marketing industry, we want to teach you the proper way of introducing the people on your contact list, but we want to make sure that you're consistent with everything you're doing. So all we're simply saying is, instead of you talking to 10 people today, no people tomorrow, 3 people the next day, no people the 4th day, we're just simply saying, hey, look, focus on 2 exposures a day. 2 exposures a day. If you focus on 2 exposures a day, letting people know about the Epic story, showing them a video, what happens is your organization, in 5 days, you have 10 prospects in queue. Okay. And in a month, if you were just doing it 5 days a week, you have 40 prospects in queue. You see, there are individuals in this project that in a week has gone out and recruited over 300 people. So you can imagine the consistency that they've had in order to go and recruit 300 people. There are some people that they've never even talked to 300 people, and they may have been in the home-based business industry for the last 10 years. We're teaching consistency if you want to understand the laws of duplication. The third thing you want to do is you want to make sure, as you can see, attend your weekly business briefings. What does that mean here, guys? Right now, we're in a massive launch campaign where we're building what we call in the air. We're building through Zoom platforms. That means that we're able to do presentations, and even though I'm in the Epic Trading Southeast office here in Atlanta, Georgia, there are multiple people on this line from different countries. Okay, this is what we call building in the air. But yet, if you were doing a local event in your area, that's what we call building on the ground. The bottom line is there are factors that impact your belief system. And one of the factors happens to be the environment that you're in. You want to make sure that you stay plugged into the environment, guys. And so we simply say, look, not only do you want to get started right, but part of that is making sure that you do 2 exposures every day. You attend your weekly briefings or your weekly Zoom presentations. There are so many leaders that are having Zoom presentations. Make sure you get connected with your upline ambassador, guys, or your upline founder 5,000, because these guys are going places and you want to make sure that you tag along to where they're going as well. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to go ahead and introduce my co-host. I know he's made it onto the line right now. This gentleman, a multiple 7-figure annual earner in the home-based business industry. Guys, this gentleman has been a student of the industry so well that he's been selected to serve as vice president of sales in multiple home-based businesses. And this gentleman has built organizations in the hundreds of thousands of people, folks. He definitely understands the necessity of the 10 core commitments. And he and I, we talk about these types of things all the time, folks. And so what I want to do is I want to bring on to share some opening comments your Vice President of Marketing, Mr. Mark Sterling. Mr. Sterling, are you there, sir?
Absolutely, absolutely. I wouldn't miss this call for the world. Can you hear me, Mr. Green?
Sir, you're coming through loud and clear. We're about to have a blast on this call, okay?
Man, I'm super fired up, excited about what's going on. And I can tell you, I'm sitting over here and just thinking about all the times, all the years sitting in trainings, for 16 years. And there comes a time, guys, when, you sit in the back of the room so that you can move toward the front of the room so that you can get back in the back of the room to recognize your team that's in the front of the room. That sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what we're talking about. People change and places change, but the principles and the philosophies never do. It's about relationships. It's about the ability to go out there and do things. If you can do things the basic way, the correct way, over and over and over again, you're going to yield some amazing results. You're going to have some long-term successes. And that's one thing that I love about the individuals that are part, the different types of individuals that are part of this particular company. That I learned a long time ago that there are literally 3 different kinds of different kinds of businesses that you must have in order to sustain a long-term business, right? You must have, 3 types of diversity that you must have. You must have geographic diversity, right? I'll give you an example. I was talking to my daughter today, and she lives in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They had a major storm last night. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And Mr. Green, if you can pull that down for one moment, I'd appreciate that. Stop sharing. That'd be awesome, awesome, awesome. And let's see if I can get a spotlight on the video, and we'll be great to go. Okay, here we go. So, one thing I heard last night, geographic diversity, right? My daughter had a major storm that come through, her and her fiance, and they need some time to actually rebuild, right? But imagine if you had a book of business right now that was in an area that was hit, heaven forbid, by some sort of natural occurrence, right? And you know what you have to do? You got to let those people go out there and live and rebuild and take care of their personal lives. That's most important to them. So having teams in different places, let's just say, for example, you had a team that was in Atlanta, and then, the next shiny object came along, and some of that team moved, but that team was interacting with another team on your team, and they were able to cross-influence and cross-pollinate, and some folks went with them, and that's okay. You're thankful for the seasons you had with individuals, but having that diversity in geography will allow you to make sure that your business isn't always impacted by certain events. And the second thing, the type of diversity you want to have is you want to have ethnic diversity. You want to have individuals of all colors and all backgrounds, right? You want to have individuals that are, black, white, blue, brown, orange, yellow, it doesn't matter, right? You want to have individuals all across the world from different types of ethnicities, as well as ethnic diversity. And the third type of diversity you must have in your business is socioeconomic diversity. You want white collar, blue collar, look, me, no collars at all. You want individuals from all walks of life to be a part of your story. That makes sense with everybody. Very, very important to understand that, because, here's the thing. Your impact is going to be greater than your original circle. Once you get to a point where you can actually leverage your influence expanded out will take you to your impact. I'll say that again. Your influence expanded out will take you to your impact. Now, Mark, what do you really mean by that? What I mean is this, okay? There's going to come a time when, say network marketing, here's a nugget, guys. In network marketing, normally in network marketing, okay, your business will stop, most businesses stop on the second level. What I mean by that is you'll sponsor someone and they sponsor someone, and guess what? Then it stops. Now, how do you create depth? How do you create duplication? See, when you sponsor wide, you create income, but when you go deep, you create security. Now, are you in this business for a short term or a long time? A short term or a long time. When you sponsor wide, you create income, but when you sponsor deep, you create security, okay? Now, how do you sponsor deep? There are three vital signs. I'm not going to go to all of them right now, but one of the vital signs, and we'll talk about this next week, is a vital sign, because if you can go to the doctor and you can actually, get your vital signs, you can actually diagnose what's going on in your body. Well, you can diagnose what's going on in your business. And one of the vital signs is how deep in your organization are tools going. The Saturday trainings, the Epic University, these are tools. These are tools. So question for you now, because your voice can't duplicate past the person you sponsored, you have to ask yourself, how can I leverage tools to go deeper in my organization? Because there's going to be someone that you introduced who may not introduce the other person to you, but because they got on a call like this and you put them in front of trusted voices, guess what happens? A leader may raise his hand. Leaders come in three different ways. Write this down. Leaders come in three different ways, and we're going to bring some testimonials on, okay? Leaders are either attracted, write that down. Leaders are either attracted, they're developed, or they're identified. That's the only place that leaders come from. You can attract the leader, but the reality is sometimes we can't attract someone greater than ourselves unless we use the tools. See, the book that I read says that the master teacher was not a master teacher in his own hometown. So there comes a time when you must allow someone else, a third-party voice, to speak on your behalf. That's the power of the three-way phone call that Mr. Green talked about. What an amazing instructor he is, what an amazing individual who can help do that. The tools will help speak for you because most people don't trust us. Our family and our friends don't trust us. Why? It's very simple. My family didn't join me when I first joined network marketing because they remembered the 5-year-old Mark Sterling running around in the backyard of our grandmother's house with his underwear in his head running through the sprinkler, right? They remember that guy, so they don't trust me in this business. But if you allow the system and the tools to speak for you, then, and at that point only, guess what happens? You can start leveraging another voice. And what happens on the three-way is not designed to just edify someone else. It's designed for them to re-edify you so that your team members, your family, your friends, the folks that you talk to will begin trusting you as well. The edification process is designed to redistribute trust. Now, let's go ahead. I want to bring someone up, and I'm going to turn the call back over to Mr. Green, but I want to bring him up real quick, and I know Mr. Green has some questions for him. But there's a young man that I got a chance to meet out in Las Vegas not too long ago, and he's been tearing it up. I mean, he's been tearing it up. I'm talking about just tearing the hinges off the walls. And I mean, a humble spirit, a gentle giant. This guy right now, let me tell you, you know, Austin, I got so much respect for you, sir. I mean, I've seen what you guys have done. You don't need the publicity. You don't do it for the applause. You do it for the impact. And that's what I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you guys, we got so many people over here, and their only objective, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with making money. Nothing wrong with making money at all. Matter of fact, I remember a lady one time saying in the middle of an audience, about 600 people in the room, she says, hey, she just jumped up. Why do you guys always talk about money? It's not just about the money. Guys, I'm telling you right now, normally broke people always say it's not just about the money. I've never heard a wealthy person say it's not about the money. Why? Because they know that money is a resource, and the more resources you have, the more people you can impact. So with that said, Mr. Austin Howard, you're ready to come up. Man, I salute you, sir, for all you've done, all you're doing, and more importantly, all the new stories you're about to create. I'm going to kick it back to Mr. Jonathan Green. Take it away, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, you know, yeah, we're about to bring Austin on, but I got to tell you guys a little bit about Austin as well. Here's a gentleman that literally, folks, you know, he's been in the industry about 6 to 7 years, okay? And I love his tenacity. This guy's about getting it done. It doesn't matter, folks. I mean, he's been extremely successful in the traditional world, but he understands leverage. And he's a person that has been very successful, but he joined the home-based business industry because of significance. You see, success is when you add value to yourself. Significant is when you add value to other people. And here it is, literally, folks, within the first, really the first 12 days, this gentleman has gone out, he and his group, you're talking about duplication, they're doing duplication at its best. Literally, guys, today, they will cross over Ambassador 10 as an organization. But I also love the fact that not only will he cross over, probably by the end of the month, he'll already eclipse Ambassador 20 as well, guys. And if you know the compensation plan, Ambassador 10 says you're at 10 grand a month. Ambassador 20, you're at $20,000 a month. But that's not new for this gentleman. He's accustomed to that. See, my first 11 months in network marketing, because of the environment that I grew up in, my mom worked for the state of Alabama for 35 years, retired making $6 an hour. But that's who taught me to understand business. That's who taught me to understand finances and so forth. And she just taught me what she knew. But as a result, it took me 11 months. My first 11 months, I made almost $5,000. Well, this gentleman, almost 7 years ago, he earned that within his first 30 days in network marketing, guys. He collapsed time frames. This gentleman has earned a multiple six-figure residual income in the industry, and we're so honored that he brought his talents here with Epic Trading, folks. Literally has already right at the rank of a six-figure residual within his first 30 days. We're super excited for you. Austin, if you can go ahead and unmute your video and your sound, we'd love to go ahead and hear from you at this time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I have to give it back first and foremost to Jonathan Green, Mark Sterling, McCovey, and every single leader that has made this possible, right? Because the reality is that sometimes you don't want to be first. So what I always tell people is with this opportunity, they have gone out and done the heavy lifting already. They have paved a path so that we can walk and we don't have to say, does this work? We actually already know that it works, right? It's not a question of if it works. It's a question of if we work. So I want to first and foremost give it back to everyone that's paved the path to make this possible. I also want to say thank you for having me on this call because, like you said, significance is extremely key. And when I was really evaluating what changes I wanted to make in 2020, I realized that, yes, I have these other businesses, but the reality is there is something special about helping others win. And I can honestly say I've never in my entire life seen a platform where I believe more people will win, not just because of the price point, but because of the amazing educators, because of the amazing compensation, and first and foremost, because of the amazing leadership. So once again, I want to say thank you. I'm excited to be on this call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, Austin, first of all, congratulations, sir. I know that in your prior business project, prior to coming over here, you went out and really in record-breaking time, eclipsed over 20 grand a month. I mean, that's right at $250,000 a year. What is your motivation? I mean, like I said, here it is. First of all, you have incredible leadership around you, starting with a gentleman who is not only a mentor, but a great friend of yours, David Lisiaga. Okay.
Yep.
This gentleman is highly respected throughout the industry. I can only imagine the quality of conversations that you have on the day-to-day basis. Speaking with him, it's like a mastermind group. And sometimes people can take those type of things for granted. Okay, but having access. But when I see the way that you walk, when I see the consistency of your build and the duplication throughout your organization is really, really impressive. And if you don't mind just sharing with everyone, what is that motivation for you to simply say, you know what, I will become an epic leader? And obviously, in terms of you getting that goal is really about how many people you can help along the way as well.
Absolutely. Man, that is such a good question. It really is, because motivation, we all know for people that have been in the industry, right, that your why is everything. What hurts you, what gets you up, what makes you want to put in the work, do those 2 exposures, hop on the calls every single day, right? So for me, there's 2 that I really want to go over. One is I believe that at this time period in life and in history, as a world and as a society, is never been more crucial to give opportunities to people, because they are searching and they are hungry because they know that they're in a broken system and they want more, right? Just me being a young individual myself, a lot of people say we're lazy, but the reality is we're fed up with what the options we've been given. So one motivation is to give opportunity. A second motivation that has become really apparent to me, that is the powerfulness of this industry, right, is that you can build it. And I truly believe here, when you look at Epic Estates, when you look at the leadership, when you look at all the work that has been put in to lay a foundation for what we're building here, I believe the second thing is generational wealth, right? I'm going to say that again, generational wealth. I'm not saying to where you make money now and you are starving 3 months down the road, because I had this talk with McCovey yesterday talking about how if you win the lottery and your thermometer is messed up, you will always go back to where your thermometer is set. So with this, with Epic Estates and the foundation, I understand that you can build this once. You can hit Ambassador 10, Ambassador 20. You can hit Icon 100, because the reality is, once again, you don't have to wonder if it's possible, because it's already been done. And once you do it, not only are they going to reward you with epic rewards, but they're also going to give you Epic Estates. So for me, I see it as something, I don't plan on having kids this year or next year, but eventually when I do, I see this as something I can pass on to them and they can take over the family business. And it doesn't have to, as people think, take over the family business like a brick and mortar. I see this as you are taking on the ability to help other people create generational wealth, because generational wealth has already been created. Because if you do not come from a rich family must come from you. So my motivations is 1, to help others, and 2, to create generational wealth and change the narrative, right? To break generational curses and build something that will truly, truly last. And those are my 2 biggest motivations here at Epic.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations once again. We're super proud of what it is that you're doing and the lives that you're touching along the way. And so here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to bring our VP of sales back up. But before I do, I want to go ahead and really just at least show you guys these 10 core commitments, because these are what the leaders are doing. You can hear it in their testimonies that this is what they've done, guys, okay? Number one, like I said, getting started right, 2 exposures a day, attending your weekly briefing. That means be in the environment of success. But then, of course, you want to make sure that you send off a long distance package. How do we do that here with Epic? Okay, you have all of our videos, guys. Don't just build in your backyard, build in neighboring states. Make a commitment that every single week you're going to find another state, another country that you want to expand your business. You see, Walmart has 5,000 stores. I like to call them distribution centers around the world. And as a result, Walmart generates over $50 million per hour. Well, you have the opportunity to build an infrastructure around the world where you're creating profit centers in all of those different locations. Stay connected and plug into the trainings. Attend your Super Saturday. We just had an amazing Super Saturday last week. We're going to have one every single month along with these weekly trainings as well. You want to make sure you stay connected, guys, because that's where all of the recognition is going to be taking place. You're going to get weekly updates as well. And here are the last 4, okay? And then I'm going to put it in the hands of your VP of sales. Guys, you want to make sure you attend your team and all of the corporate events. Why is that critical? Factors that impact your belief system, the environment that you're in, your associations, repetition of information, and then life experiences. Here's what life experiences means. It means bad judgment leads to experience. Experience leads to good judgment, but good judgment leads to success. Doesn't mean that you have to get it right out of the gates, but when you align yourself with the leadership, folks, they act as like a gyroscope. You see, when a rocket takes off, like we're showing people how to launch their business, the rocket is off course 97% of the time, but it has something called a gyroscope that makes adjustment where the rocket hits its target every single time. The leadership of this company, we're the gyroscope. We're the directional bumpers to make sure that you are being efficient and effective so that you can collapse time frames and do just as Austin has done, having that success. Personal development. Guys, I talked about the book last week. We talked about the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Personal development, personal growth. Because here's what I learned a long time ago. If you don't pour into your mind, folks, you're going to lose everything you build. You can sabotage your success. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. You got to have a workout partner. Why is that crucial? Because if you go to the gym by yourself, most people are not disciplined enough to do what they said they're going to do. But when you have someone there that's holding you accountable, it's quite simple. You get energy that you didn't know you had, folks, because someone is there as a support cast. And then the last one is commit to the process. Guys, you got to commit to this business for the next 18 months. We're not 13 days old yet. But eventually, we will be 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old. This company, guys, commit to the first 18 months doing these 10 core commitments and watch what happens to your business. Mr. Mark Sterling, I want to turn it back over to you, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm over here, man, trying to take notes, pushing my computer around, trying to make room for my book here. I got to say, man, Austin, man, you tore it up, bro. I mean, I can really hear your heart and how you want to serve the big team, and that is super, super powerful. So thank you, and again, salute to you. We got a couple of quick announcements, and I want to make sure my business partner is ready to go. Looks like he is, so that's pretty exciting. So you'll be up here next, sir. I want to show you guys, we got 2 announcements. I'm going to show you one now and one afterwards. But here's the thing. You have to be ready. Let's go ahead and get this going. Guys, you have to be ready. There we go. I think that's going to work. Is that right? Oh, 1 second. Let me go ahead and get this up here properly. There we go. So you have to be ready, but make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this call. Why? Because we're going to be doing the big announcement at the end of this. We'll do a big announcement of this. We're actually going to be pulling those 2 names. Guys, if you sponsor 3 or more, we'll be pulling those 2 names for those individuals that are going to Mexico with us in a few weeks. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty exciting. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. It's something I want to show you guys. Hold on one quick second. Here we go. A lot of people have been asking for this, and we want to show it to you. We want to show it to you. Hold on. All right, let's see here. So a lot of people have been asking for the following. A lot of people ask for the following right there. They've been asking, you know, hey, when someone new joins, is there a way that we can recognize them? Will some rank advancement happen? How can we recognize individuals? Do we have to pay our own graphics team? So we went up there and made the investment to develop a system that will assist you in actually promoting your team. So let's look at that. Let's see what we got. If you go out here to banners.epictrading.com, banners.epictrading.com, it's already live. You can click on the file. I'm actually do a welcome with you. I'm gonna walk through with you right here. Watch this. You can literally see we have welcome for a new person that comes in. You got a new team member. You can go down here at banners.epictrading.com and you got a new scholar, a welcome. Guess what? We're gonna welcome to the company. They can put their picture in and their first name. Let's say you have a rank advancement, right? You got, let's say here, someone hit Founder 500, for example, right? Look at that. Look at that image right there. Let's walk through and see how it looks. You can actually type in very simply, put your name in there, click on here, put an image, right? Oops, I deleted my image that fast. How about that? Now we'll go to downloads. I got plenty of images. There we go. Sterling profile. There we go. We got one right here. Okay. You pull your picture up. Now there your picture is, right? Let's just say for whatever reason, sometimes this happens, your picture is not centered. You can click right here and you can actually adjust what part of the picture you want to put it in, right? You can make it smaller, bigger. You can do that, right? Confirm it. Or if it's already fine, you just click here and click upload. And now your picture's uploaded. Now what you want to do is click and generate the flyer. Your flyer is officially generated. You want to download it? Click download. It's going to pop up. Let's open that up for you and you'll see what the flyer looks like, right? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Founder 500. Is that pretty cool? So guys, if you like that, let me stop sharing. If you like that, go ahead and give me some sevens. Give me 777 in the chat if you like that. We have it for all the founder ranks, all of the welcome one as well. And guys, you know what? You can start getting on those right away. Right away, they're already available to you. Our job is to make sure that we can assist you in making your job easier as many ways as we can. We thought that was pretty exciting. The other thing too is make sure you go out here. Look at this, guys. I am Epic. No, this is a special order right here. This was a special edition right here, right? But you know what? Stay tuned for those. But we know we've had so many people have actually ordered from the store. A few of it, guys, watch this. We put out literally thousands and thousands of product went out. But here's the thing, okay? There are a few people that ordered and we literally ran out of hats. We got them back ordered. They came in. So they're on the way. They'll be here on Monday or Tuesday. So if you didn't get your order yet, the very few of you that haven't, about 20 or 30 folks that didn't quite get their order yet, guess what? Don't worry about it. We'll have those filled by middle of next week. We appreciate you guys. But for all of those that did, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. If you got your shirts in, you got your hats in, do me a huge favor. On social media, throw on your shirt, throw on your hat, and type in #EpicSwag so that we can start tracking that and we can actually highlight you on the future calls as well. Maybe even, you never know, you get a chance to be highlighted on the Epic Swag store. So we're excited about that as well. So you made a video, there we go. Make sure you hashtag Epic Swag in your video so we can get that going. Hold on right here. I want to make, I got to keep my Epic Swag.
Exactly, right?
Lit. I said, all right, guys. So I got someone we're going to bring up, and I got a chance to meet him very recently, and he is actually torn through the ranks. He came out the gates and actually hit Ambassador 10 in about 4 days. Guys, 4 days. And it's absolutely phenomenal. You know, guys, we work virtually right now. I see Jonathan Green's son behind him, just having a great time. You know, that's part of it right here. So But this gentleman right here has actually hit the top of multiple companies. He's an anomaly. I can't spell that, but I know what it means. It means he does stuff that the average person can't do. And guys, you know, he's called me, and his professionalism is bar none. This gentleman right now is out here tearing it up. I'm going to go ahead and okay, he's in here. He's in here. So this gentleman has been just, how do I say this, guys? Every company, he's actually hit the top of the company, or he's hit a position that they had to create a position for him because he's actually gone and done that. Someone asked, how do we order? MyEpicSwag.com, MyEpicSwag.com, okay? So he's actually hit positions in companies that weren't even available yet. So we're honored that he's actually taken his talents and brought them here. He actually told me, I let him tell that story about more specifically why he said he's planting his flag and this is going to be his home. And that's what we see right now. We see individuals that say, you know what, I'm excited to be home. I'm excited for my redemption run. If you have been a wounded warrior, if you've had companies let you down, I'm not going to say we're going to be perfect, but if you had things happen and maybe they weren't had the most integrity in the world, right? I believe that you have a good fit with Epic, and I believe that from the bottom of my heart. So I want to bring up Mr. Kwan Mayo. Mr. Kwan Mayo, sir, are you on the line?
Yes, sir.
Can you put your video up or not?
I'm trying to. You guys got to do it. It says the host.
Let me do that for you right here. Jonathan, you're the host. If you can do K1s, that'd be awesome.
Yep, I'll get him right away here.
Okay, we'll bring him on up. I got a couple of quick questions for him.
All right, yep, you're good to go.
There we go. There he is.
Hey.
Can we see you?
I'm on. I see you guys.
There he is. What's going on, champion?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh man, he come on here. He stay fly. Man, I thought those were just for the photo shoots, man. He come on here looking fly all the time. What's going on, Doc?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Happy to be here.
Man, definitely happy to have you on the line, and you know, just to have a chance to interview you and talk about your story and one, if you just share with the world with all the successes that you've had and the thousands of people on this call right now, why you chose Epic, and more importantly, what made you feel comfortable that this was a good place for your team?
All right, so when I first, what sealed the deal for me was when I got a chance to go to, Dave McCovey's actual house and be able to mastermind with a lot of you guys and a lot of the, other leaders that you guys heard to today, Austin, and a few others, that's phenomenal as well. And I got to see for myself what the vision was, okay? Because when I first went, I went 100%, no unbiased. Like, all right, I'm gonna go see what this is all about. I'm gonna let them, I was coming from a prior company that was having all types of issues. And I was like, you know what, do I really wanna go down this route again and go into another Forex company? Like, I don't know. So I was like, you know what, since they're in my hometown, I'm gonna go to, since we're in the same area, it must be meant to be. So I'm gonna go see what they're all about. So I went, and instantly I was impressed. Like, I was like, okay, everything was up to par. The back office was already up and running. I seen what Coach Max, her vision was, and what she was putting together. I saw what the other leaders was, what their vision was. And then, it's just it was like a few things. Like, we do business with people that we like, that people that we relate to, people. And I was looking at how relatable that everything it was. Like you said, I come out with the swag, but I saw Epic is swagged out the game. Like, the name is swag, Epic, this is an Epic company. So everything they was doing, from the rewards to the trips, like everything they was doing was on an Epic level. And everything that I like to do is like that. Like, I like to do everything big. I don't do anything small. Everything I do is big, go hard, go home. So when I seen their vision, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all already on this page and we ain't even launched yet? And this is what y'all talking about? These are the type of things y'all talking about was coming? And then they started doing, not just talking. I got saying, you can show me, man, you can tell me. So they started showing and proving, and quick. And then last but not least, it wasn't a bunch of Eustas. You know what Eusta is? Eusta is a rooster. Eusta is that person that used to be a six-figure earner. I used to be, I used to have a downline of thousands of people, but now you're not doing none of that, okay? That wasn't the case here. This was like people that was relevant today, okay? Already kicking butt, taking names and ranking up and doing what they do in the field that they was already in, the companies they was already in. So to bring all that talent to one place, Okay. And it had everybody. And then if you notice, there was no egos involved. Think about that. Usually you in the company and there's a bunch of leaders and they're all doing for self. They don't really care about anybody else. They just care about what they're doing and what they got going on. That wasn't the case here. We all lock arms. Like even to the point, like he said, I can call Mark now personally, personally. I can call him personally. Dave McCovey lives 12 minutes away from me, So I was looking at the bigger picture and I was like, you know what? If I plant my flag here and really see it and really just take it all the way, man, this is a legacy company, not just a company, every 3 to 6 months, you're doing something different. No. And I seen the vision so much, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is God's honest truth. I saw the vision so much. And people that know me out there already know that I promote multiple different things and, I'm pretty successful at everything I do. I made a conscious decision to not promote anything else other than what I'm currently already doing. Because I make money, so it'd be dumb to not promote those. But other than what I currently already have going on, that's all I'm promoting. I'm not promoting anything else. I don't care if someone's in my inbox. I don't care if they say, man, it's the best thing since sliced bread. You can make $5 million a month. And I'm like, whoa, you should see this comp plan. You only got to get one person and you can max out the whole thing. I don't care what they say. I'm going to say, oh, awesome, man. I wish you the best with that. Just meet you at the top. Because when you have a company like this, you don't need to be all over the place. You don't need to multiple streams. What do you need multiple anything if you're making $1 million a month? And yeah, it's going to take time to get to $1 million, but you know what? You'll get there a lot faster if you focus, plant your flag, and just see it through. But I learned a long time ago, a dog can't chase 2 rabbits. So if you're all over the place and you're trying to promote multiple things before you can master one thing, you're never going to get to where you're trying to get to. And that's the reason why a lot of people have problems. They be sitting there in this company and that company and this and promoting this and this and that, all because they have fear of missing something. I don't want to miss out. And at the end of the day, they end up missing out because they end up not doing anything and getting nothing accomplished. So what's a lot easier? Plug in. And that's what I decided to do. I said, all right, I'm going to plug in, plant my flag, and we're going to ride this thing to the stratosphere, and doing it that way, and building as a team, building, really focusing on your team. Don't just be trying to recruit a bunch of people, and then you don't help those people. Because if you notice, it's little things, not to put people on blast or put anybody on blast, but it's little things like you'll notice some people might be higher, right? Like you might see people rank like on leaderboards and things like that, but then they're not even at the same level I'm at right now. Okay. They haven't even hit Ambassador 10 yet. They at the top of the leaderboards and they way above me. You haven't seen my name there since the first couple of weeks. You know why? Because we're helping a team. And not to say that everyone else is not helping, but when you help your team and you build as a team, you're going to get a lot further because now you're helping other people get to where you have to get to where you're at already, and people that's aspiring to get to where you're trying to get to. And when you do that, okay, now you're going to get a lot further helping others, you know what I'm saying? Then they're going to in turn help you. But if you're just the person on the top of the mountain and no one else can get there with you, you know what that causes? Resentment, envy, jealousy. Makes people quit. It makes your retention low, suck. When you do it the other way around, you have people follow you forever. And then that's how you end up being able to, hit Ambassador 10 in 4 days. Because what happens is you have people that naturally follow you, not because of the opportunity, not because, they can make a ton of money, but really following you because of what you offer, what you give back. And when you give more, okay, I guarantee you that is the best way and the fastest way to grow.
Oh, come on, man. I got to tell you, man, I had 3 questions for you. You answered all of them in that one soliloquy, bro. Man, you know what, man? Like I said, I'm honored to lock arms with you, man. And you really do go to the different types of diversity in our company, man. Socioeconomic, you've been at the top of the ladder for so long. Geographic, different state, Like I can't say, different ethnicity because, I'm actually, I'm so mixed up racially, man, that I think we probably second cousins. But, hey, man, look, man, definitely say, there have been conversations you and I have had, man, at, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, the text comes and, you get a reply pretty quickly. We understand that at this stage, man, that there is no behind the desk, you know what I mean? It's on top of the desk, under the desk, and on the other side of the desk. We're going to keep on rocking out there. So we appreciate you, man, for all you do for the big team. And we're going to keep this call moving. So thank you so much, sir. Salute.
Absolutely. Right, I want to say straight congratulations. And Kajan, here's the beautiful thing about it. I was talking about people not talking about referring to how many books they've read, but how many chapters chapters they mastered, I mean, we can hear experience in your voice. You know, you've gone through the hard knocks. You identify things that you know, a lot of times people have success and they have no idea where their success came from, and so they try to go somewhere else and duplicate it because they thought it was about them, and they flop, they fail, and their story is a was been or has been or never will be. You know what I mean? But just like Mr. Sterling stated, everything you've touched, you've had massive success. Congratulations. We know that the best is truly yet to come. And so
All right, thank you for that. And my son just put in the group, hold on, let me say, my son just, he said, say your name so everyone knows how I say it, because I know a lot of people, how you say it? So it's Kawan.
Kawan. Okay, good deal. Well, congratulations. Thank you very much. And so here's what we want to do, guys. We're about to go to a young lady real briefly, Miss Tony Ward. Here's what I love, okay? We've had the pleasure of being in a project years ago with this young lady. And man, just conversing with her and finding out the things that have motivated her is absolutely incredible. And I'm gonna put this slide up for her real briefly as well. But here's what I love. This young lady, she's been with our founder for the last 5.5 years. This young lady is a multiple six-figure earner in the industry. You know, she's been across multiple platforms, guys, and she's been extremely successful in each one of them. And we're just honored to have her not only as one of the top elite earners in Mr. David McCovey's travel company, but quickly, folks, within the first few days, here it is. She's literally, today, she will hit the ranks of Ambassador 10 as well. And we want to take the time, welcome her onto the platform. Miss Tony Ward, are you there? Okay, let me see here. I know you are here, and you might be muted. Okay. All right, you know what? Let me, you know what? We need to bring you to the panel. What we'll do real briefly is, let's go to Shavar. We're gonna go to Shavar, Tony, and then we'll come right back to you. We'll make sure that you get on the back line as well. Guys, here's another gentleman, Shavar. This gentleman has been in the industry since 2012. Yes, across multiple platforms, but folks understand throughout his journey and being a part of platforms, I know that he's been in the legal services industry. This gentleman has been in the travel industry, and he's gotten it right in the Forex industry. He's been extremely successful. You know, he's a multiple six-figure earner in the home-based business industry, guys. And here it is once again, right at six figures again, guys, here with Epic. But we know within the next 90 days, this gentleman will be approaching the $1 million status as well, because he's absolutely lighting this thing up. So Shavar, we're going to go ahead and turn it over to you, sir. We'd love to hear a little bit of your testimony. What motivates you? Why are you so excited about Epic as well?
Hey, man, first of all, thank you for having me on this call. You know, all you great people. Also want to thank you guys for my Epic swag that just came in the mail today. I mean, me personally, I mean, I like to get right to the point, so I'm not going to keep you guys here too long, all right? I've been a part of, you know, the trading industry for the past 5 years, and that's where I really excelled income-wise. You know, I spent the time to really learn how to trade, and that's where my life changed. So that's why I'm so passionate about Epic, because coming from somewhere else, going into Epic, at first I was, you know, kind of nervous about it. I didn't want to do it because I'm leaving a six-figure income over there. But when I seen the people who were leading this company, everything already went out the window and I was ready to go all in. Now, what we have going on right now with our team, and the reason why, you know, with the Mac team, I'm where I'm at rank-wise, is because how simple everything is once you log into that back office. Everything is laid out there. When I first went to Epic University, and I seen how Coach Max and, you know, everyone else had everything there lined up step by step, it automatically, like, I felt like I was a new trader again, going through things that, you know, I overlooked and things I forgot. You know, that's why I'm so passionate about trading, and knowing where it took me, that's why I was able to share this opportunity with so many people. Now, I didn't go out and just grab a bunch of, random people. I went out and I approached people who I know work as hard as me or is going to outwork me. You know what I mean? And that's why, with my team, we are where we are right now. We got a lot of new people on our team who's making profits with the live sessions, the signals. Like I've never been a part of opportunity where they're smashing 5-figure pips in a single week. You know what I mean? I never seen that before. I'm gonna be honest right now with everybody. Me being a trader, I like to take my own trades. But what I did was I sat back and I went through some of the signals. I plugged some of the signals into demo, and now I'm very confident that I can take their trades without worrying about losing any money. And that makes it even easier to share this opportunity with everybody else. Because once you get involved, start going through the training, the signals, the live sessions, and things like that, it's just easier to talk to people about it. I'm at the point now where I'm just sharing, the results people are getting, and people are coming to me. I like to just sit back and trade, but when you share these results, that's why I'm where I'm at right now in rank-wise, because of my team and what, you guys and the whole universe is able to do inside of the system. So I'm not the rock star here, man. It's you guys. That's pretty much all I really have to say.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, man. Well, you said it right. And I can hear the motivation. I can hear the inspiration, the excitement that you have. But here's what I love. I love that you're leading. How do I know you're leading? Because when you turn backwards, you see people following, and they're appreciative of your journey in the industry, the things you've learned. You focused on being a student. And now, your success, it can go from platform to platform, not by, making lateral moves. No, it's not about that. It just simply means that you understand the fundamentals of how to build a large organization. We want to congratulate you. We're excited, but we know once again, the best is truly yet to come. And
Thank
so, yes, congratulations. All right, guys, we're going to go to our last testimonial real briefly. I know she was having some technical difficulties as well. But of course, worst case, you'll get a chance to see her right here on the screen. Yes, guys, once again, a multiple 6-figure earner in the industry. Guys, this young lady has been in the services industry, folks. She's been in the travel industry where she's a multiple 6-figure earner, still earns that income. It's fortunate. It's great when you can be a part of a company where the founder owns both companies, guys, and she can build her businesses parallel as well. But this young lady is lighting things up here within Epic. So Tony, were you able to get back on the platform?
I'm here, Jonathan. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, and you're going to be our last testimonial. If you could take about 2 minutes, tell us why you're so excited about Epic, what's going on in your world. Everyone can see you here on the slide as well, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. First, I just want to say thank you for letting me hop on this call today and let everybody know how wonderful things are going with Epic. This is an epic opportunity, and I'm super excited. I got into this multi-level marketing industry a while ago, but it wasn't until one specific situation happened to me that my eyes, kind of opened up. And a lot of times for me, the thing that was stopping me from being great was the fact that I was so content at being really good. I know that all of us are really good at something, and sometimes that can hold you back from being great. And there was a situation in another company that I was in, and I had gotten to a really good level. It was really good. I was happy with it. And I was excited to be really good. And so we were at a meeting, and I remember, and I'm forever thankful to Mark Sterling for this. I was at a meeting, and I was, there, and everybody that was really good was in the front. And so I went to go sit at my spot, and I actually sat in the spot that was for greatness and not really good. So when they told me, hey, this spot, you need to go sit at this table. Yeah, you're really good, but you're not great yet. It kind of opened my eyes to let me know, okay, Tony, you have a lot of work to do. I was just so content with being really good. It wasn't until I met David McCovey, I saw the opportunity to be really great. And that can change it. That can change what you're doing, how you think about things. Okay, you got to go back, like they said in the beginning of the training, you have to go back and reevaluate the fundamentals. understand exactly what you're doing. That was one moment in my life where I said, okay, I need to be great. Good is okay, but I want to be great. There was one other instance in that same company, actually. I'm in California, and at that time, there weren't a lot of people in the business in California. So they told me I was on the island here by myself. And we had gotten to, there were two of us. I was one of two people on that level, Derek Velasquez and Isla Cal. They were with me, and we had a meeting. Actually, the owner of that company came late to the meeting. So he never saw me on stage. He didn't know anything. After the meeting, I went, to speak to him, and there were a lot of people lined up to take pictures. And he looked at me and he said, "Hey, do you want to take a picture?" And I was like, "No, I was just coming to speak and say hello." He said, "Oh, well, what did you think about the opportunity? Do you want to get started?" And I was like, I'm a diamond, I'm one of your only two here. "Oh, I'm so sorry." It was another lady, her name is Chinaza. "Oh, you guys always change your hair. You just look different all the time. I just didn't know it was you." But I was like, how do you have somebody running your company on this side of the world and not even know who they are? So when I met Mr. McCovey, and he knew everybody, I don't care what level you are in the company. I don't care if you have one person on your team or 1,000 people on your team. He knew you. It was personal. And that changed the game for me. It wasn't just a business. It was really about helping people get to their greatness and getting to levels they never thought they can get to before. And that changed everything for me. Those two situations definitely helped me understand exactly who I was supposed to be in my business. I see the screen change, but I don't know if I did something wrong. I was pressing buttons over here.
No, you didn't. You didn't. We're about to wrap it up, and I know that our vice president of sales had a few words and congratulatory words for you as well. We're extremely proud of you. I know that you shared with me that one of the motivating stories that helped you live up to even the expectation was even an encounter with Mr. Sterling, and he and I can relate to that as well. We decided, hey, when we saw that we had to stand in line in this industry because we weren't at the top levels and so forth, man, it's amazing the things that motivates us to get it done. And this gentleman is great at guiding people to the source of their own power as well. So, Mr. Sterling, I'll turn it over to you to share the final comment, sir, and then we'll go ahead and close out this edition of the Success Lab.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Green. And Tony, I want to say, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that story you shared with me when I was actually out in Las Vegas. And, I can tell you right now, your journey where you are now is so well deserved. Thank you for that message last night when you reached out to me. And I can tell you that I know that, guys, I don't know if a lot of people told him, Ambassador 20 was on the way. Ambassador 50 is on the way. Ambassador 100 is on the way. I know you're about to smash all of it, right? Because you absolutely deserve it. I mean, you're out there right now doing everything the right way with the right people. And I can tell you the alignment of what you have going on the West Coast, how you carried that market back then was phenomenal. So I'm excited to, be in partnership with you, and thank you for always sharing that story. So guys, real quick, one announcement, and I got one more big share. And then after that, guess what? We're gonna do the drawing. Hope you're ready. Let's make sure that we're out here upgrading to the Scholar Package. Very important. If you have not done it yet, make sure you got an upgrade to the Scholar Package to get in position to make sure that you actually can work on the live sessions. I mean, Coach Max, what an incredible job you've always done and are doing. Man, I'm telling you right now, Shavar said it. I've got so many seasoned traders that say, I don't know where. Somebody said I got that Southern twang. That's on purpose because you don't want to hear me. I grew up in the projects of Baltimore, so you don't want to hear that part. So this is the best I came up with, right? So what you want to make sure is that you're in position that so many seasoned traders, guys, say they've never been a part of a project or seen anything where these kind of results are happening. Documented results. We're not talking about demo accounts, made up stuff. You actually see what's going on in this particular company, okay? So make sure you upgrade. Also, next week, we're going to be bringing on the ladies of Epic. Hope you guys are ready for that, the ladies of Epic. So make sure you got all your you know, all the single ladies, all the boss ladies, you know, all of them, make sure they're in queue. Make sure you have all the women out there that are ready to hear from the ladies of Epic. We're going to be qualifying them. We're going to have all the boss ladies will be on the platform next week. So we'll have about 5 to 10 superstars ready to go out there, share their personal experiences and some training next week. So be ready for that. We'll make sure we keep the training within 60 minutes. We won't be going to run over a little bit this week, but it's our very first one. So thanks for bearing with us on that. Also, let's talk about, oh, we got one thing I want to share with you guys. We got one more big thing, guys, as if we didn't have enough, right? As if we didn't have enough. Let's go ahead and bring that up. All right, all right. Some people probably wondering, what is this, Mark? What are you showing me right here? That's not it. I'm showing that was the banner system. So somebody asked banners.epictrading.com, banners.epictrading.com. But we got one more thing. Let me bring it up. You're gonna love this, guys, okay? So a lot of people are saying, hey, I'd love to share the video with people. I'd love to share the presentation. How do I send somebody the PowerPoint? And how do I know they actually got a chance to watch it? Well, starting officially, guys, immediately right now, we now have the official Epic Connect phone app, the Epic Connect phone app. If you want to connect with your prospects, your business partners all around the world, we have a phone app. Now, guys, understand, there is a charge for this. There is a charge for the phone app, okay? All right, we paid it for you, though. If you have an IBO package, you get this for free. If you have a Scholar package, you get this for free. This is part of the overall package, okay? People say, is there a charge for it? Yeah, we paid the price already. We don't believe in charging the Army for the bullets, so you actually get the phone app for free. Well, Mark, what does the phone app do? I'm going to actually demonstrate that with our president of the company. He's actually going to be coming up here on the camera here in just a second, so I can actually show you exactly how this works, okay? But watch this. I'm going to show you a few things. A lot of people saying, well, what does the phone app actually look like? I mean, what does it do? I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about it very quickly, right? And in addition to that, we'll do a total training. And we'll do an entire training on the phone app here, probably in 2 weeks, okay? Well, the first thing it does, you can actually see here, there's several different buttons at a very high level that we can actually leverage. You see the social share buttons. I'll show you what some of the things you can share. You can track your prospects. You know, you can do a 3-way phone call from the app. You can literally click the button, and I'm not going to it right now, but just click the button and you can actually select different business partners and message them through the phone app to see if they're available to do a 3-way phone call. How powerful is that, right? You get notifications and all kinds of great stuff. And guess what, guys? You may even get trade signals. I'm just saying, hint, hint, clue, clue, things like that may be coming, right? Now, where do I get the phone app from? I'm glad you asked. For those that have an Android, you figure it out. Okay, no, I'm kidding. You can actually go to the Google. You can go to the Google Marketplace and download. Just type in Epic Trading. If you have an iPhone, you can go out to the App Store and type in Epic Trading and click the button and actually download it right there. And then once you download it, guess what? You just put in your ID number, not your username, put in your ID number and your password, and you got full access to it right away. And what are some of the things that I can share from the app, Mark? Well, you actually can share initial contacts. You can send them the video, like what is Forex, right? The Epic version. We got some of the video trailers on there. We have the 9 minute and 53 second presentation on there. You can actually send PDF. You can send a PowerPoint to someone via text. Well, Mark, all of that is great. That's powerful, but what does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? Let me get out of here and show you. So I'm going to ask Mr. Spencer Iverson to pop up on the camera. I'm going to show you exactly how this works very quickly. I think you're really, really going to love this, okay? Now watch this, guys. I'm going to show it from my phone and show you how powerful this is, right? So I just pulled up the Epic app right there. See, guys? I got the Epic app right here, and I'm going to share this first video, okay? Mr. Iverson's out there, guys. He's always selling that swag. Look at that. He's masked up, right? There we go. So I'm going to actually click from the app. I can do 2 things. I can hit post. I can actually share this on my social media. And if somebody clicks it, it will always direct them back to me, right? I can share on my social media. Or I can click share, right? I can hit the share button. And based on what apps you have on your phone, you can actually share the information by several ways. First off, it's going to actually have pre-written script, a pre-written text for you, and a pre-written email that's already ready for you with the information in it. And when you do that, you hit next. And then you can pick from an existing prospect that's already in your system or someone directly from your contact list on your phone. I'm going to type in Iverson. I don't want you to see his number. I want you guys sending crazy pictures to him. But he did say he was single though, right? So he did say that. So he got some room on his plane for those guys. Now watch, this is really cool. These are the apps that are available on my phone, right? I can send this particular message to email, to text. I can send it through Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, or Telegram. Why? Because those are my phone. If you have other apps, it'll actually recognize what's on your phone. I'm going to send a text. I click text. It's going to ask me, when do I want to follow up? Never, 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days, and no reminder at all. I'm going to put 24 hours and hit send. You know what it's going to do right there? It actually pre-wrote a script for me. Hey, Spencer, Epic Trading is one of the fastest growing companies in 2020, right? Check out this video, and I'm going to send it to him right now. All I'll do is hit send. That's all I did. Let's see what happens on his side, guys. Let's see what happens on this side. He actually received it right there, okay? Now, Mr. Iverson, you mind clicking your hyperlink, clicking your button? Now, all I did was, I could be in California, he could be in Atlanta, right? Well, just so happens we're at the Epic office. All right, now it actually pulls up a little landing page with the video. If you don't mind clicking on the video for me. He's starting to watch the video right now. The video is playing, right, guys? Right? Now look what happened over here. I want you guys to see this. I get a notification that just popped up on my phone. It says the video is being viewed. Look at this. I want to highlight his number. I'm going to say, Spencer Iverson is currently watching the Epic video. How many people have you called? And they said, hey, I watched it, man, it was okay. They didn't watch anything. This will help you sort your tire kickers and those that are ready to buy. This will help you sort all of them from the very first day. If he goes back and watches it later on, guess what? Okay? You'll know every time he watches that video. It's going to happen every single time, right? Very, very powerful. Let me stop sharing. Hold on 1 second. All right, if you could just shut yours down, Mr. Iverson, we'll close out. There we go. And I'll spotlight my video. There we go. So, I mean, the app does so much more. We're going to do a full training on that. But next week, we'll do Ladies of Epic, right? And if there's 10 or 15 minutes at the end, we'll touch on the phone app again. Maybe we'll do a special training throughout the week. But I'm telling you guys, all this is included from the very first day. So with that said, we're going to bring everybody back in here to the my office, and we're going to actually pull the names, guys. Is the app available now? The app is available right now. You can go to your app store and download it right now. We're going to go ahead and pull the names. Remember, guys, the contest was for 5 people to get a chance to go to Mexico outside of the current ambassadors. The 3 top recruiters, and we're going to pick 2 names out of the hat. So we got the names right here. We tried to put them into a hat, but guess what? The hat was too small. That's how many people qualified. Look, we had the hat. We had the Epic hat right here. Look at all these names, okay? So on each one of these pieces of paper is the IBO number, the person's name or business name. It's their current rank, and also it's the number of people sponsored. Just as a revisit, if you sponsored at least 3, your name went here once. You sponsored 6, went twice. You sponsored 9, 4 times. Sponsored 12, and then went a whole bunch of times, right? And then I think it was like 15 or more. You got like 10 entries, something like that, right? So again, every person has their name in here according to how many people that they sponsored. So I need some drum rolls. If you guys are excited about, first off, if you're excited about the mobile app, go ahead and type app in the comments. If you're excited about the mobile app and can't wait to get additional training, is that app fire or what? Is that app fire or what? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, watch this. Do you know if there's a live training or something like that from the calendar, you can literally text out the event to someone. Maybe you're doing an event when we get back non-virtual, and there's a big event in Dallas, for example. You can actually text the event to someone and they can actually register for it, and you know that they went. Unbelievable, right? So anyway, I'm gonna get into that. So I'm gonna look away. Let me put this over here so we can get, Mr. Can you hold this 1 second? We'll try to get this so you guys know that I'm not looking in there. I'm looking away. Look away, look away, look away. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I need some help right here. You know what I need? Help me out, guys. I need you to say, type in epic if you're excited about who's going to win next. Type in epic if you're excited about the future. Type in epic if you're excited that your name could be pulled. Type in epic if you're excited about becoming an ambassador. You get a chance to go to the next ambassador retreat. Type in epic if you're excited about going on the Icon Escape. Type in epic if you're excited about the whole company going on epic excursions. Oop, did I say too much too soon? All right, here we come. Here comes the first one. Not looking, not looking. Look away, look away. Here we go, guys. Here we go, here we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. All right, here we go. Abigail Canoe. Abigail Canoe, K-A-N-U. Abigail Canoe, okay? Your ID number is, well, we'll keep that here just in case. We got that? You got that one? We're doing our documentation right here, guys. Everybody say congratulations to Abigail, A-B-I-G-A-I-L. Congrats, Abigail, congrats. You now have qualified for 2 people. Your room is totally covered, and you get 2 flights up to $500 per person, right? Again, I'll say it again. All expenses at the resort, okay? The Barcelo Riviera Maya only opened in December. The resort is beautiful, unbelievable. Abigail, you got 2 flights for 2 people, up to $500 per flight, okay? Just in case, you know, you live, I know Mexico's right here, just in case you live in Australia or something, and we'll make sure you know you got $500 per flight. There we go. And here, just the qualifications as well, guys. Everyone that was an ambassador and above, it ends tomorrow night, right? Tomorrow, you got till tomorrow night, October 11th to qualify, 11:59:59 Eastern time to qualify, okay? 11:59:59 to qualify. Ambassadors and above, ambassador 10s and above get to go. All expenses paid, 2 flights up to $500 per flight. Here we go. Pull out another name. Looking away, looking away. If you think your name's going to be pulled, type in epic. If you want your name to be pulled, let's type in epic, guys. Let's type in epic. We should have 1,000 epics hitting the boards right now, okay? I'm going deep. I'm going deep. I'm going deep, guys. I'm going deep. I'm going deep. Uh-oh. Let's read this together. This person sponsored. First off, let's talk about Abigail. I'm holding this to the side. So you know this is real right here, right? Let's talk about Abigail's right here. Abigail sponsored 3 people. She didn't sponsor 500. She didn't sponsor 20. She went out there and fulfilled the obligation and got to qualify. Abigail sponsored 3 people. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Oh my Lord, I want to beat this name up. I want you to know you won. I'm gonna call. Hey guys, I need some help with this one. Help me out, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, that's too pretty. Wow.
L-A-U-G-A-N-I-U. Yeah, and her last name is F-A-A-T-O-N-U-G-A. Laganu Fatanuga. Here you go. ID number 591-7493. You have won. ID number 591-7493. You have won all expenses resort at the Barcelo Riviera Maya and 2 flights up to $500 per person. Congratulations, everybody. You absolutely deserve it. We're going to call and confirm that these people can go. If for whatever reason they can't go or decline it, they're not transferable. We may just wind up picking some more names after that, but we won't do it publicly. We just have to trust us on that one. But again, we want to say congratulations to Abigail and LF. There we go. So guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back on this call next week, 60 minutes strong. We're going to have the ladies of Epic and maybe do a little phone app training. God bless, take care, and take charge. Remember, don't be average, be epic.